The year is 1871. The Apache people have been fighting for their homeland for decades, first against the Spanish, then the Mexicans, and now the Americans. Through generations of conflict, stories have been told around campfires, warnings passed from mother to daughter. The white soldiers are monsters. They will show no mercy. A small group of Apache women sit around a fire. Among them is Lozen, a young warrior woman known for her courage, and Guyen, who lost her first husband to Mexican soldiers. Guyen, staring into flames. They are not like us. The white men fight without honor. They kill women, children. They take scalps for money. Lozen, the Mexican states paid bounties, 100 pesos for a warrior's scalp, 50 for a woman, 25 for a child. Young woman frightened. Are the Americans the same? Guyen bitterly. Monsters wear different faces, but they are all monsters. An elder woman speaks up, her voice weathered but strong. Elder white-painted woman taught us to be strong, to protect our people. Remember, they see us as less than human. We must never forget what they are capable of. The peaceful morning is shattered by gunfire. Through the chaos, we see glimpses of horror, arrayed by American settlers, Mexican fighters, and Papago warriors attacking sleeping families. Narrator VO, April 30th, 1871. Camp Grant. 150 Apache men, women, and children were killed in their sleep. Most were women and children. The men were away hunting. The survivors would carry these scars forever. We see Guyen clutching her infant daughter, running through the chaos. Bodies everywhere. Screams. Smoke. Lozen and a small band of Apache survivors watch from high ground as U.S. Army columns move through the valley below. Thousands of soldiers. Lozen, to her brother, Chief Victorio. They sent 5,000 soldiers against us. 1/4 of their entire army. They truly see us as the enemy of their nation. Victorio General Carleton's orders were clear. Kill all Apaches. Men, women, children. Bring them in under a white flag, then shoot them down. Lozen, then we can expect no mercy. They are demons in blue coats. October 14th, 1880. Mexican soldiers surround the Apache camp at dawn. The battle is swift and brutal. Narrator VO, at Tres Castillos, Victorio and 77 of his people were killed. The Mexican soldiers scalped every body, man, woman, and child, to collect the bounty. 100 Apache were taken prisoner to be sold into slavery. Only 17 escaped. We see Guyen running through gunfire, her infant daughter shot and killed in her arms. Her face transforms from grief to something harder, colder. Harsh desert, barren land. Apache families struggling to survive on inadequate rations. Dahteste, an Apache woman warrior, to Lozen, this is not life. This is a slow death. At least in the mountains, we were free. Lozen Geronimo will break out again. He must. We cannot live like this. A young Apache boy approaches, maybe 12 years old. Boy, the shaman Nakado Klini is dead. The soldiers killed him for teaching the old ways. Dahteste, quietly. Even our prayers make them monsters. Lozen and Dahteste are alone in the desert, scouting. They're exhausted, starving. Every water hole is guarded. Lozen, whispering, we cannot go on like this. Our people are dying. The children. Dahteste, we have to make a choice. In the distance, they see something that makes them freeze. Through desert heat haze, Lozen and Dahteste witness something that shatters everything they believed. American soldiers discover a group of their own men, scalp hunters and bounty killers, who had been operating illegally. The soldiers are arresting them, clearly disgusted. Soldier 1, to the scalp hunters. You're a disgrace to the uniform, murdering women and children for money. Scalp hunter, we was just. Officer, cutting him off. You make us no better than savages. I won't have this barbarism. You'll face a court-martial. Lozen and Dahteste exchanged shocked glances. Dahteste, barely audible, did you see? Lozen, not all of them. Not all of them are monsters. Over the following days, hidden in the rocks, they witness more. A young soldier sharing his water ration with a dying Apache child they find abandoned. An officer refusing to fire on a group that included women. Soldiers arguing amongst themselves about the morality of their orders. A medic treating captured Apache with the same care as his own men for 30 years. The Apache had fought against what they saw as a monolithic evil. But in these moments of exhausted desperation, Lozen and Dahteste discovered something more complicated, something unthinkable. Lozen and Dahteste returned to find what's left of Geronimo's band, exhausted, starving, wounded. Lozen, to Geronimo and the warriors, I have seen something. Not all the white soldiers are the same. Some of them see us as human. Warrior, angry, you speak madness. They killed Victorio. They took our children to their schools. Dahteste, interrupting, and some of them wept when they did it. I saw it. Some of them hate what they are ordered to do as much as we hated being done. Geronimo, weary, old now, it changes nothing. Their government still wants us gone. Their settlers still want our land. Lozen, no. But it means, when we negotiate surrender, we might find mercy. Some mercy. Not from all, but from some. Lozen and Dahteste volunteer to approach an army camp under a white flag. Despite being armed warrior women who have killed many soldiers, they know they won't be seen as threats, a tragic irony. September 1886. After 30 years of war, the Apache were ready to stop running. But their reputation preceded them. It would take women, warriors like Lozen and Dahteste, to bridge the gap. They knew even armed and dangerous, women would not register as threats to the soldiers. They walk into the military camp, hands visible but armed. Officer surprised, you're your Lozen. We know your name. You've been fighting us for. Lozen, 30 years. I have fought for 30 years. I am tired. My people are dying. Officer, with unexpected respect, you fought with honor. Even our soldiers say this. Lozen and Dahteste exchange a glance, another crack in what they thought they knew. Days later, during negotiations, an older captain speaks privately with Lozen. Captain, quietly, do you know what haunts me? At Camp Grant, I wasn't there, but I heard. Women and children, murdered in their sleep. I joined this army to protect people, not to slaughter them. Lozen, studying him. You speak as if you feel shame? Captain, many of us do. Not all, but many. We tell ourselves we're bringing civilization, but what we brought was death. Your people fought to protect your families. We were the invaders. This is the unthinkable moment, a confession of humanity from the enemy. Lozen, quietly, we called you all monsters. Every one of you. Captain, and we called you savages. Both of us were wrong, and both of us were right. A train platform. Geronimo, now old and a prisoner, is being exhibited as a curiosity. Lozen is with him, though she will never be freed. The Apache Wars ended, but the tragedy did not. Geronimo died a prisoner of war in 1909. Lozen died of tuberculosis at Mount Vernon Barracks in 1890, far from her homeland. She was never released. But something had changed in those final days. Lozen, as we see historical photographs, I learned that monsters are not born, they are made. By fear, by orders, by systems that teach people to stop seeing each other as human. We see photos of Apache and soldiers together, some looking haunted, some looking human. The white men were not all monsters. And yet, monstrous things were done. Perhaps that is the most terrible truth of all, that good people can do evil things when they stop seeing the humanity in those they are told to fear. Final image. The mountains of Apache homeland, empty and silent. The Apache fought for 30 years to protect their families and their way of life. They encountered cruelty beyond measure. But in the end, they also discovered something more dangerous than hatred. The knowledge that their enemies were human too. And that made the tragedy not simpler, but infinitely more complex. This narrative is based on the documented experiences of Apache warrior women like Lozen, Guyen, and Dahteste during the Apache Wars, 1849 to 1886. While specific dialogue is dramatized, the events, including the Camp Grant Massacre, 1871, the Battle of Tres Castillos, 1880, and the circumstances of the final surrender, 1886, are historically documented. The theme explores the complex reality that both sides contained individuals capable of both great cruelty and unexpected humanity, and how recognition of the enemy's humanity can be both redemptive and deeply painful.